This is one of the most important things you must know as a supervisor. It's what keeps your employees from performing at high levels. It's time to be an authentic leader. One of the things that I learned as a new leader, and really that I discovered, was that I really wasn't producing anything. I wasn't creating anything. The people who were creating things and were producing were those people who were working for me. And this is a common struggle, is how do you get employees to perform at high levels? Why do employees even need a manager? It's certainly not to tell them what to do. Maybe early on for a new employee, they need to be told what to do. But once they know what to do, they already know what to do. It's not even to tell them how to do it. Again, for a new employee, you may have to show them how to do it initially, but once they learn how to do it, they no longer need you to show them how to do it. So what is the fundamental thing that managers really do provide for their employees? That fundamental question is, what are the obstacles that are preventing your employees from performing at high levels? Sometimes the obstacle is something that your employee can overcome themselves. And working with you, you can help them to identify what the real obstacle is and then how they can overcome it. Now, sometimes the obstacle is too big for them to overcome. Maybe they don't have the influence to overcome that obstacle or the skills. And you actually might need to take that on. When that's appropriate, you do need to take it on and remove that obstacle. I had an employee once who was responsible for providing me a weekly report. And she was consistently late in providing this report to me. Now, this was a time where I was really not in tune with identifying obstacles of my employees and helping them to overcome them. But I eventually became frustrated that it was always late and just kind of accepted that it was always late. And I just couldn't accept it anymore. So I had to ask her, what is it that keeps you from getting this report to me on time every week? And honestly, I was probably more frustrated than I should be. But in the conversation, I discovered that the database that she was using to collect the information for the report, it ran late. And the running it late was what was causing her to get the information late and not able to get it to me in time. So what we found out was that she did not have the influence to escalate this to another department who's responsible for the database information runs. So I had to take that. I actually had to go talk with that manager and ultimately the person who's responsible for running that and identify a way of getting that information sooner, which we ultimately did. Then once that information was run, she was able to get her information on time, and the report was then provided to me weekly, and it was never late. Do you have an employee who is struggling to perform at high levels? Maybe it's even just one aspect of their job. Ask them, what keeps them from performing in that area? What obstacles are they not able to overcome so that they can perform at high levels? When was the last time you had a conversation with your employees to identify the obstacles that they are up against to perform at higher levels? What were some of those obstacles that you helped them identify or even helped them to remove? I look forward to reading your comments, and I'd really like to know, what do you think about today's video?